What's good? What's good? I just want to make this video just to talk about like putting yourself out there, like especially as a black person, you know, especially if you're a black man or just a black, you know what I mean? I just understand that it could be different for us in some situations, just based on how the world feels like it could be, you know, like with just, let's say you got a business or you got something, you put yourself out there and you're not necessarily conforming to the usual way of doing things, I guess, as far as like the corporate world and things like that, or just the traditional short hair, you know, like no piercing, no tattoo, like, you know. So I just feel like it's important, especially like if you're a black man watching this, just in any situation that you're putting yourself out there, like you got to be smart, you know. And I just say this because it's like for me, when I started making this channel and everything, like for what I was doing at the time, I was just making talking videos and stuff, but I was talking more about like spiritual stuff and just things that seemed like it was out there. And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, before anyone tries to, you know, freaking, I don't know, label me this or that, or try to, you know, react to my shit and be like, this guy right here, you know, I'm just like, all right, let me make this video about like retention and things like that. Like, I don't know, it's just because like now it's just like, okay, like people can see my shit, but all right, yeah, he's just, you know what I mean, like. But then I know there's stereotypes, right? Like just out in the world, like I'm a guy, you could say I'm decently tall, you know what I mean, and I look a certain way, and I could be perceived in any way based on however the person feels about it, right? And it's just like, that's why I make sure I put certain things out there, like how I would want to be represented and things like that. Like, let's say this person looks at my social media, my dametheo IG, you could go see, oh, he's talking about retention, he's talking about that, oh, he's not on that type of time, oh, but he seems cool, like, oh, this, that, and third, like, oh, that's what's up, you know what I mean? Because that really matters, like how you put yourself out there, especially as a black person, you know. And in this world, in certain situations, like I'd be going to the gym a lot, and you know, sometimes you see the TikToks with girls trying to expose dudes for staring at them and stuff, and it's just like, you know, and all you hear about false accusations sometimes, and it's just like, you just gotta be smart with how you move, like, you know. I'd rather be seen as the guy who's getting no action, no nothing, like, oh, he's a lame. I'd rather be on that time in someone's mind versus, oh, this guy, blah, blah, try to use some type of shit. Oh, he got some money. Oh, I'm going to try to play him or this, that, and third, you know. So you got to just know how you're moving and stuff like that. I'm not saying you should do everything that I did, but I'm saying just as a colored person, whatever the fuck you are, nigga, as a non-white person, and you're putting yourself out there, you gotta know what you're doing, you know. You just gotta be aware there's certain traps out there. And I'm not saying it's I'm not saying it's easy for white people either, you know. I'm just making this specifically for anybody else who's putting themselves out there, because, you know, in this world, the way it's kind of set up, it's doable. Like, I just walked into Target and there was this black brand that popped up. I forget the name. It was called like Ghetto something, like, and that was in Target, you know. So it's like anyone could really make it, and you could be yourself, all that. You ain't gotta conform to nobody. I'm just saying, like, if you're dealing with certain things, dealing with women or all that, you just gotta be aware, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Just try to move smart, you know, keep receipts of things. And you know, that's why for me, like, I really personally, I don't really do the online shit like that. I don't DM. I try not to, you know. I might, and usually when I do, it's good. Like, it's cool. I gauge it. I'm like, okay, like, I don't just DM no random, oh, she's bad, I'm a DM her. No. I see bad women every day in real life. I'm not going to DM you just because you're bad. And then you live in a different state. Like, you know, that's just me personally, you know. But you just gotta be wary of certain things. I'm not saying you can't put yourself out there, have fun, be on the dating apps and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Just about being wary. You know what I mean? It's a crazy world out here. It's good to just play it smart with how you put yourself out there, and I don't know. Like for me, like I just be saying what I want. I do what I want, but like I intentionally, okay, like 3 years ago, they make this semen retention video, all that. So it's like, you know, I got that. Like no one can try to say nothing about me because I know myself and is evidence right here. Oh, okay, yeah, he's not even on that type of time. You know, no one can try to pull that card, none of that. You know, hold the receipts, all that. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, that's why I never try to be on bad terms with no one either. Like, you know what I mean? If I text someone and they don't answer or nothing, and then they never answer again, it's like, it's not gonna be me saying some foul shit. It'll probably just me saying, hey, what's up? And they don't answer. It's like, all right, that's on you. You know what I mean? Then you try to come back later around, like, that's on you when I don't answer, if I do not answer, you know what I mean? Because I value my time, and I'm not out here just waiting for a reply and shit. Like, I know some people be on that time, they'll be waiting for a reply, like this person finally got back to me a couple months later. Like, nah, we not doing that, bro. But, I don't know, just be smart with how you're moving, you know, because in this world, there's just a lot of shady people. That's the best way to put it. A lot of shady motherfuckers in this world, to where if they feel like they can get something on you, they will. You know, and it's really messed up. But that's why I'm making this video. Even though I said I wasn't gonna make no time video, this is important. Just for really anyone, just you gotta move smart. That's the best way to put it. Don't be out here just willy-nilly kind of doing whatever you want. Like, even if you got, let's say you're a guy, you got a girl who's with it, she's cool with it, still be wary. Like, still make sure you keep receipts, and like, you know, just really be smart, gauge the person. Like, I feel like I could really, you know, how should I move with this person? But I don't know, just some quick stuff I was thinking about. Be smart with how you're moving, you know what I mean? And have certain things lined up to where people can't try to say this or use this against you. Because I've seen it before. Like, there's this homeless dude in my area, and like the guy on Facebook, he's a reporter. So he interviewed him, and then the guy was talking about how he was like, why he's homeless and stuff. And then people looked at his Facebook, and he has freaking, you got things on there that show like, this is why you're this, you know. He had the marijuana, he had the, you know, the weapons. Like, he had stuff literally on his Facebook. Like, that's the first thing on the banner. Like, he did not change it. But he did say that was years ago, you know what I mean? And he said he's been sober for like a few years, like 3 years. So, but that's what I'm saying. People will see that, it's like, it's a rap. Like, no. Like, even with me, like, that's why I know, for me personally, I don't know if I could ever be popular, because it's like, I'm not doing like regular shit. Like, I'm talking about what I really want to talk about, and I'm not following a set thing, like a popular format. You get what I'm saying? Of, you like, I don't know, like, you go to like most big channels type stuff, like, they'll have a similar format, you know, say their name and then maybe do some cool shit and like cool effects and talk about some shit, or gaming. Like, you know, like, if I ever get popular, it's either because I make music and then the music is fire and it's easier to get people with music, because it's like, music is short and, you know, frequencies, all that crap. But either I make music and get popular, or somebody shouts me out. Like, that's probably the only way. Like, some bigger person shout me out, or I like meet somebody and I work with them, something along those lines. But like, that's why I just know, for me, I'm just cool, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I can say that I stayed true to myself, and, you know, I didn't put myself out there in a crazy way to where I'm like incriminating myself, or like some stupid shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, the type of shit we see every day, if we're being real. A lot of people don't want to be real about that. They try to make excuses about things, but then you see people doing some things to themselves sometimes. Like, you know, so just, I would say, if you're watching this, just move smart with everything, bro. And I'm not saying that means don't take risks, because that's what it is. Sometimes it's like, hey, screw it. Like, you know, why not? All right, you see a girl, why not go talk to her? Like, who cares? Oh, she curved you? Oh, well, like, keep moving. go find someone else. You know what I mean? Little things like that. But for the most part, you just want to stay on your stuff, because in this world, there's so many, like with TikTok, it's just so easy to look at what someone else is telling you, and now that sways your whole opinion. You know what I mean? It's not as good to just put the phone down and get in the real world. Like, I go to the gym and I'm straight. Like, there's no girls in there doing no weird stuff. Like, everyone's just working out. Like, nobody's trying to act weird because you're staring at them. You know, I know that shit happens, but like, I'm just saying where I'm at is like, it's straight. You know, people talk to each other like it's just regular. Like, when you're not on social media, the world is actually pretty straight, bro. Like, just put the phone down. Everyone's minding their business, doing their own thing, depending on who you're hanging around. That's another thing. Like, if shit's not going right for you, it's who you're hanging around. Like, if you ain't really hanging with nobody, you find yourself, like, you'll be straight. Like, you do some things on your own, you realize, oh wow, it's really not that bad, you know. But just want to make this video. Stay tuned for what's in store. I don't even know what's in store for real, like with the channel and everything, but I know that I'm ready to create, so I'm gonna do that. So stay tuned. Like I said in the other one in the description, you know, this is my favorite time of year, you know, October, November, you know what I mean? So yeah, bruh, I just want to enjoy that. So that's why if I'm inactive, I'm really just living life. But you can follow me on social media. You know, I always leave my social media. You can find it in any one of my videos, for real. But yeah, you could just follow me there and stay up to date, or just subscribe, or just wait until I post and then you see me, you know. But that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.